Hi, I'm Tony Moze, and today I'm going to talk about the 6 steps a mental health or behavioral health software product goes through before, during, and after it gets into a customer's hands. What's up, everybody? I am Tony Moze, and today I want to talk about the process of how a behavioral health company or companies go about getting a customer to purchase their software. Apps like Happify, Talkspace, Headspace took a process to get through. So to understand a little bit more about some of these positions and how you could be more involved in this process, check out my other videos. I did not write a script for this one. I just want to freestyle because I was talking to another peer of mine who's just getting herself into tech. She's getting out of the Navy. She wants to be in tech. And she asked me this question, and I really like this because as a person who ultimately wants to build a startup, I know that there's these processes that go through, and there's about 6 of them, right? There's obviously other things like back office and other things like legal and finance and such like that. But here are the things that are in the forefront that you have to see. The first process that this company or this product goes through is marketing. So marketing is the fishing reel. They put out the fishing reel and say, hey, look, we exist. Maybe you have a problem that you know of that you really need help with now, or maybe you have a problem that you might have down the line, or a problem you never knew of, but we exist here and this is what we do. So come check us out. And marketing will, either put out advertisements, obviously, put out content like webinars, seminars, ebooks, maybe even regular hardcover books, blogs, such stuff like that, like tutorials, and post it on social media and Google and such like that, to perhaps pique your interest, perhaps remind you of maybe a need that you need, an itch that you need scratching, a need that you need fulfilled. And they take, it's like when you go to a website and they say, can you please give me give us your email address and we'll give you the 3 steps to success. Give us your email and we'll give you a ebook on . Well, that starts the process right there in the sales cycle, because now they got your email address, and now the next person who's going to come to you is second step, business development. These are the people who do most of the cold call, cold email, cold LinkedIn, the outreach, all these people that you would say, oh my God, I'm so annoyed with them. But hey, you signed up for an email, a blog, or an ebook, or a webinar. It showed, and through research, it shows if you downloaded any of that company's content, you had an interest, you had a need. So them cold calling you, provided they're not gonna feel like it's a cold call, it's gonna be something more warm because you know of this company, because you've passed by it on social media or online, Google, whatever. They're gonna call you, or they're gonna text or email you and say, hey, I noticed you checked out our webinar, just wanted to know what was your interest for that. And so business development is there to start the sales relationship, to start that partnership, that business, customer relationship. And so they are the ones who schedule you to then move into step number 3, which is the account executive. Now, the account executive is going to be in charge of all the way up to at least to when you buy the product. So they're going to further check to see if you are a fit, or if this product fits your actual needs. So they ask you discovery questions. Who, what, when, where, why. They need to know whether or not if this mental health or behavioral application software is a need for you individually, or your company, or your employees' needs, whatever. Once they know, once you both have mutually found out that this is a fit and you want to dive in more to see how the product works, they would then call in the 4th step, the sales or solutions engineer, the solutions or sales engineer. Now these people will, and again, I think I may have tagged in a little bit of the videos of previous videos that talk maybe a little bit more about these, but the sales and the solutions engineer is going to be doing more of the technical deep dive. If you're trying to implement this specific software into your company, maybe you're trying to implement it into a Slack channel, or maybe you want it to be an email pop-up or integration. They want to know, how does this work? Is this going to be feasible? And they still handle this like a salesperson as well, because they have to handle any inquiries you may have, any reservations you might have. They need to figure out, okay, well, why is this a reservation of yours? Why is this an issue? We want to still continue to establish if this is a fit for you, and vice versa. And perhaps they will do a demo and presentation of the software application, of the platform, and see how the general idea. Maybe you have a specific use case that says, you know what, you don't have to do the whole demo, just do this one sliver of the demo. Maybe they need to do that because you have specific business needs, or the customer has a specific need, and they demo, the sales or solutions engineer demos that part. And then if you find that that's a fit, if both sides find it's a fit, then you move into the fifth step, which is post-sales. So let me say right before that though, if you find yourself going through and saying, this is good, this is great, I like it, right before you hit the customer success manager, before you get into post-sales, you have to purchase it. And that's called a POC, or a proof of concept, or a proof of sale, whatever you want to call it. And this is basically saying, hey, you said this was going to happen. You promised this, XYZ, and I'm buying it in good faith that this product is going to do XYZ. And you're going to be, doing XYZ things during my life cycle of me having it, once it goes into post-sales. I'm going to sign up for a subscription maybe I'll do it for 3 months, maybe I'll do it for a year, maybe I'll have only 10 users, maybe I'll have 100 users only using it, and if the event I add more users, then I promise to pay more on the contract. So he goes through this whole negotiation plan and such like that, and once that's all set, there's a POC, there's a closed sale, a closed one for at least the sales side. So now it's in post-sales. Post-sales, you got people in customer success, but that's a whole umbrella depending on the size of the company. You have people such as implementations manager or implementation specialist, onboarding manager, client experience, client success. I mean, it can get very granular depending on the type or size of the company. So customer success, obviously, if you just look at it as a whole, it's the whole idea of managing your customer who's now bought this, who has POC'd this product, and now you got to make sure that they are using this effectively, that they are fully implementing it, and they are actually enjoying this product, meaning like they're happy with it, that it's solving their problem. If you get into a larger company, maybe you'll be the onboarding to help them be like, all right, now you have this product. Now we're going to try to get you and all these other users, given the overview, and then also the little subsets of how to use it. Maybe you're giving tutorials, maybe you're giving you're answering Q&As and all that stuff like that. And then you have the implementation manager, which can be an onboarding manager, but implementation manager or specialist is helping them to integrate maybe into Slack or something a little bit more deeper and technical to help maybe trigger off something that whenever something happens, then this application comes out or something like that. So the customer success manager could be managing all these aspects. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that these customers have adopted it. They call it adoption, have properly adopted it and fully integrated it. And then after they fully adopted and integrated it, they have to be satisfied that it's working. It's fully integrated. I'm using it. We all know how to use it. This is great. Now, are we happy with using it? Because there's other competitors out there that might be doing something a little bit better. And so you have to gauge them through a lot of metrics. One of them is the customer happiness index, the CHI, and that's seeing whether or not they are happy. If they are happy, great. The next thing for you is to try to renew as a customer success manager, renew the contract, and then even perhaps see and uncover any other business needs that they have through expanding, through upselling, cross-selling, saying, hey, okay, you needed this one mental health app, but now you need, you needed this mental health app to get therapists, or this one to do meditation. Now, what about another app to help integrate for helping to boost people's moods, or to help them improve their dialogue or monologues between themselves and others? I think this would be a good fit. What are your thoughts? Because I know you said that you're having issues with your users, your employees or whoever, where they're using this one app and it's great, it's good, but they're still also dealing with this other problem. So how do we implement that in there? Let's help add that on into your portfolio. And your job obviously is to add more value, right? And when you see that your customer is happy, they're satisfied and they're constantly implementing, and they've renewed and saying, wow, they really like what you're doing, then you have to get referrals, right? And references. Referrals, saying, hey, since we used it, can you tell XYZ, or can you give us the names of XYZ? So we could say, hey guys, your peoples are using us, or your friends are using us. You should come check us out too. And then also references. So, sometimes you go on websites and you say, you'll see like, hey, this company used this solution or this product and became 15% more productive, or 85% more, like saved 85% more in costs. Like, these are customer references and case studies that they're using. And then there's also product development. So product development is trying to ensure that they're making products that are best serving the client. You may be finding these people in the post-sale side, but also in the pre-sale side, because they're trying to adapt and pivot and make modifications that are, up to date. They obviously don't have bugs, but also are fulfilling the needs of what's going on currently in the market. So these are the people who are finding ways to make sure the software is fitting the customer and their needs. They make updates and modifications and can be more generalized, where they are making updates for more than one company, or sometimes they are making modifications specifically for a certain team. So they're doing like maybe a la carte, ad hoc, within the moment, custom made, updates and such. But the product team, the development team are there together to make sure that the customer is, having a good experience with that. Okay, so in conclusion, the 6 steps that a mental health or behavioral health software product goes through for clients are: 1, marketing; 2, business development; 3, account executive; 4, sales engineer; 5, customer success and its subcategories; and 6, product development. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up and comment below which step you thought was either interesting, you want to learn more about, or you could find yourself working in. I've left some videos, left some links in the description below, but hope to hear from you soon. Love you.